what do you guys do now?
We evaluate domains, we drop catch domains, and we sell domains.
How much do you make selling these domains? Why expired or aged domain is important?
Basically, Google's link algorithm is about trust and power.
I give you a choice of buying an EMD, a PMD, or an expired age domain. What will you go ahead with?
It depends. Sometimes we go for PMDs because they make for good brands. EMD, the problem is how do you approach the branding question.
And how do you build up a PBN website? What's the right structure?
I think the links from the homepage is obviously a must because you want to take the link juice of the whole website.
Your so far best case studies that you have seen with your clients. A client invested X amount, they made X amount in return.
A case where a US legal domain was bought by a site.
Hello all, today I have with me the founder of SEO.Domains. SEO.Domains is a leading platform for buying expired and aged domains. I have
Kalin Karakehayov.
Yes, a difficult name, but yes, from SEO.Domains. This podcast is brought to you so that you guys can be aware of why getting an expired or aged domain can help you rank your sites better and how you can utilize, how you can find better expired domains, right? So let's take forward to Kalin. And my first question to you is, you started this when? You started SEO.Domains back in?
2014.
2014. How was the journey so far? Like more than a decade in the business.
First, we had a wrong business model, but eventually we started getting better and better domains, investing 4, sometimes 5 figures in auctions and investing 7 figures into drop catching machine for all TLDs. So, basically it's quite capital intensive now, but when we did it step by step through 11 years, we managed to make the necessary investments.
Okay, I see. So if I ask you in a single line, what do you guys do now?
We evaluate domains, we drop catch domains, and we sell domains.
Okay. How much do you make selling these domains?
A lot. It's high 6 figures a month.
Okay.
We had a month with almost 7 figures, but couldn't hit it. But let's hope in the future.
Okay, I see. Starting off, my first question to the audience who is watching this video: why expired or aged domain is important?
Basically, Google's link algorithm is about trust and power. Trust comes from high authority websites, but power comes from homepage links, which you can acquire through PBNs, 301 redirect, so making directly the money site on an aged domain. So it's a very direct way to power. Some of the bigger ones also have trust, but it's mostly done for power. So it's very powerful in gray hat niches, iGaming, so on. As
you mentioned, the entire SEO is changing. I'm sure this video will also have comments that there is AI overviews, there is all chat mode. How do you see the, how these expired or aged domains will help in coming future? How they are still relevant, or why anybody starting SEO today should invest in these types of domains?
So basically, when you have a lot of domains, you have a lot of internet territory. When you have internet territory, especially the domains with the links pointing to them, which increases the crawl rate, then you get a lot of crawling, not just from Google, but also from ChatGPT and the other LLMs. And this way you can feed them any information you like. Definitely will help you with the AI overviews, with ChatGPT, SEO, and everything.
Got it. And as they say, whatever we see on AI is coming from, the searches. You be on those LLMs, you need to be on top of the search. And that can only happen if you have a good website with good links, which can be an expired domain, a website built on expired domain, or maybe some 301. Right?
Yes, because basically Google has other parts of the algorithm, but links will always be a main part of it because they are the hardest to manipulate. Everything about user experience and such, it can be manipulated with bots. So it's impossible for Google to have this the core of the algorithm. The links will always be the core because you can only manipulate links with money, with investments, with buying links, or with buying domains to create PBNs and 301s. And for Google, the core idea of the SERP is stability. If they have stability, then there's a sense that it's working properly. Maybe not always the best website will be ranking, but if you have black cat stuff and the SERP like this all the time, it will seem that
information that rank is the best SEO that ranks.
Yeah, and the most aggressive. So actually, the Google Lab secretly like the gray hat because they are the fans the most from the black hat. There will be no gray hat if there will be no like PBNs and 301 redirects and parasites, then everything will be just black hat. So always really shady stuff.
Got it, got it. If you would have to start up a website in 2025, though it's a pretty, obvious question, I give you a choice of buying an EMD, a PMD, or an expired age domain. What will you go ahead with?
It depends. Sometimes we go for PMDs because they make for good brands. EMD, the problem is how do you approach the branding question. It can be very good for ranking for this specific term, but if you want to grow into a brand, it will maybe harder, especially if it's not a .com. I think that everything has advantages and disadvantages in this, but the H domain is an asset. You buy it. It's an investment, but then if it doesn't work, you still have the asset. So it's not like you throw money into the bin.
And in anyways, you have that domain, you have that link, so you can do a couple of things. You can build up a PBN, do a 301 redirect, just in case if that does not work for you.
They are all good solutions in different situations. 301s work great if a lot of the links are to the homepage of the H domain, at least with some of the strategies. Also for some 301 strategies, it's important to have relevance. For others, not so much. It's all the 301s are all how to game the algorithm that this is legit and pass the real link juice. But 301s can never hurt. So it would either help or not help. There's never been a website that's penalized for 301s. Otherwise, you will be doing 301s of bad domains to the competition all day long.
So as you mentioned about PBNs, right? Do PBNs work in 2025 still?
Oh, yes, definitely.
What's the right approach of building PBN links?
I think the right approach is to not get the cheapest possible domain, the ones you can find available by scraping, because you would invest something in the website, even if it's AI content. You would invest something in maintenance, in renewing the domain. Over time, the cost of the domain, the H domain, is becoming a smaller and smaller part of your whole investment. So costing maintenance, domain renewal. So it's better to get a $100, $200, if you're after more power, $500 domain for a PBN instead of a $10 domain. And then you get 1/5 of the value, and the maintenance cost piles up.
Okay. And how do you build up a PBN website? What's the right structure? Should be from the homepage directly, or putting up multiple articles, or getting it from the menu, footer, navigational bar? What's the correct approach? Or should be a mix of everything?
I think the links from the homepage is obviously a must because you want to take the link juice of the whole website. So we have done navigational bar, we can do contextual link on the homepage, sidebar. I think everything except for footer is fine.
Okay, footer is not good?
In the future, there have been a lot of abuses before with template links and other stuff like this. So I would avoid footer link to get full control of the website. It's the way.
Okay, got it. Footer links is not good. Got it. And what about number of blog posts?
Well, in the old days, we used to do PBNs with three,
5, yeah.
Yeah.
The lucky number 3.
Yeah, but now we have AI content, so you can do 20, 30, 100, as much as you want.
Got it. Your so far best case studies that you have seen with your clients. How much, tell me about 2-3 best case studies. A client invested X amount, they made X amount in return. And we were discussing one yesterday of that Turkey guy.
Yes, we had a case where a US legal domain was bought by a Thai slots company.
Okay.
And in 5 days with just some very cheap, very low quality, but high anchor text saturation links from Fiverr, Gecko. I don't know where, super low quality links just to add the anchors to the power of the domain. And it was first for everything about slots in Thailand. And it was making probably 5 figures a day, and the domain cost 5 figures. So probably they got the money back in 3 days and then started banking. This is of course normally a very high return case, but there have been other of those. And
tell a smaller and more realistic case study, if you know any.
301s, we have done 6 or 7 301s to our own website. They always help a bit. So it's not like you have zero effect. You don't have also crazy effect, but it helps a bit. And, especially to a new website, if you do a good relevant 301, it stabilizes. Okay. Because Google said,
because it has links and
no longer
a fresh
zero link.
Right? Or, what do we say? What's that period, when Google
Sandbox, yeah.
Sandbox period, yeah.
Some H domains can come with a sandbox if used for money sites, but for 301 or PBN, it's not about ranking, it's about passing the link juice. So there's no sandbox because link juice and sandbox are different content. Sandbox is only about ranking.
What's the right approach of doing 301s then?
There are different approaches.
Should be homepage, it should be category page, or maybe page to page?
Like the only thing you should definitely not do is take all of your pages of the domain you're going to redirect and redirect them all to the homepage of the.
So will cause poor report.
Yeah, no, it will cause filter by Google to ignore the redirect because this is the oldest and like most brute strategy.
Yes.
Something we have done is homepage to homepage with canonical before, so as to fool Google that the websites are the same.
And what about other pages? Just
other pages we let 404 in this strategy,
perfect.
but we use a domain that has a majority of links to the homepage, so we minimize the waste. This is what we have done. Others are doing the acquisition strategy, which is
make a new page that
acquired. Yes.
Yeah, acquired.
This I think would work with relevant domains. Non-relevant domains would depend on the niche. I have also seen the same things with subdomains, but I have also seen a mirror restoration of the archive on a subdomain, like basically move the old website there to a subdomain, redirect, and then link the home domain from the subdomain to pass the juice. This was really smart. I think it's worked for many years for this popular website that made it.
And what about category and homepage? Category and money page?
In this last case?
No, in general. How about doing a category or just the money page redirection?
You mean a redirection to the money page? I have seen this work to pass juice, but I think that it's not very natural. And again, it would depend on relevancy, how powerful the website is. Basically, if a website is very powerful, it can hold a lot more redirects to it.
Okay.
So
the safest approach should be homepage to homepage.
I think that's pretty safe because we have had success with this one without the domain being relevant at all. So just power, zero relevancy, it passes juice.
Got it.
Yeah.
Last question, keeping it short. How to find the best aged domain? What factors that you see, or how do you identify that, okay, this domain is good?
Well, there's a lot of manual work. Unfortunately, this is not something you can easily automate it because there are so many different creative ways of spam. Yeah. So you can sort initially by metrics like DA and DR, but then you just have to look at link profiles, link one by one, see if everything looks okay with the link. Some domains are like easily defined as spammy. Some domains are easily seen as clean, but there are a lot in the middle. There are a lot of just random people spamming all domains with links just to attract attention. I know because we're doing it too. So yeah, you need to filter through basically the trash. There are like bad links, there are good links, but there are also neutral links. All of these directories linking all of the websites online, they're just neutral. They're not good or bad. So they often even not indexed by Google, so should not care.
Okay. So other than metrics, what they should see more?
Quantity and quality of the backlinks. So the more backlinks from high authority websites, the better.
The most important thing in an expired domain?
It's definitely the quantity and quality of the backlinks.
Okay, got it. Anything else that you would like to add up on expired or aged domain before we wrap this up?
Well, basically, SEO.Domains is a very big supplier. Sometimes we drop cash, sometimes we get from auctions. The idea is to get a huge supply in one place so the buyer has a lot of choice. So if they need specific niche, specific country, it will become the better choice. If they just want something random, they can mix us with auctions and other providers. But if they need something specific, like if they want a domain about horses, we have domain about horses. If they want domain about lizards, we have domain about lizards. There's 160,000 domains. So there's everything about everything.
Okay, I see. So again, guys, this is it for this quick, real short podcast. The reason I am in this conference, the Masterminders in Manchester, UK, I found Kalin. I was like, oh shit, I met you 2 years back. You're here as well. And me being the biggest, user of expired and aged domain, I was like, I have to shoot up something with him. So I definitely shot, and he was very cooperative enough to get along with this podcast. So again, Kalin, thank you so much. Maybe we do it another sometime with new things that Google do in their algorithm.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.